Because it's 2023 and so many of us are actually worried because the UK government started this care worker visa being included in 2022 and they said it's going to last for only the period of 12 months. It is January 2023 and it is becoming a little bit of concern. I've got so many people who have asked me this question. Gloria, say something about if the UK government is going to stop the care assistant visa or if we're not going to be allowed to come to the UK anymore as a carer. And the reason being that if we actually look closely, we'll notice that so many employers have slowed down on how quickly or how many people are coming to the UK under this visa. In 2022, the UK government decided because of the staff shortage and how important health is in the UK with the aging population and more people requiring care, it was becoming very demanding for the UK government to meet the staff requirements of providing enough carers to supply the need of the UK. So they thought, why not? Let's include carers into the shortage occupation list. Prior to that, senior carers were initially introduced to join the list, and then they added carers to take this opportunity on the shortage occupation list. And believe me, this has been the reason why so many people are in the UK already. I know so many families who have been able to move here and they are living their abroad dream or trying to live their abroad dream via these routes. When this visa started or when this visa opportunity was introduced, this became a challenge because we know that this visa is open to the whole world with almost no requirement, no education requirement, except if you have more experience that will give you upper hand. So there was no reason for anybody not to be qualified because it was one of the low-skilled occupations. This being said, you know that means the whole world is open to this opportunity, and then it now becomes survivor of the fittest. Apart from the fact that so many people have now turned it into business to bring hundreds of people into the UK, get money from them. So that is one reason why the rate at which people are being employed to come to the UK under the visa has reduced drastically because I think the need is getting filled quicker than anticipated. I'm not saying this has anything to do with what the UK government will announce because the UK government have a body that usually MAC that goes to analyze the survey to see this new rule, this new immigration route that you've introduced, how effective is it? Have we met the target? Do we need to stop it? Do we need to reopen it? And as I'm speaking to you, even 1 minute before I made this video, I made a research and I discovered that MAC were asked to go do a survey to determine if they need to continue with this visa or if the target has been met. But as I speak to you, that survey has been suspended. But MAC has now come up with more proposals that the UK government are expected to think about, meet over, and decide if they are going to accept. One of it being that they should leave the carers on the shortage occupation list, meaning it should be there permanently. So there should be no time limit to when these visas or when these people can come into the UK, because the need will continue to rise. People will continue to get older. People will continue to need health. And when you go to the hospital, go to care homes, go to people's home, you see that the need is increasing day by day. The NHS is in like a big crisis with staff shortage. Most sectors are on strike because they are working really short, underpaid and everything. So they propose that this visa should remain permanently. So I know so many of you are worried. As I speak to you, January, the UK government had not said anything about this visa. That means, and I still try to apply for this visa because I was trying to be sure of what I was saying before I come to talk to you, and there was still a space I could click to apply for this visa. And the carer job and senior carer job, as I speak to you, they are still on the shortage occupation list. I'll try to leave the link to what I'm talking about so that you can check by yourself in case you do not trust me. But you have to trust me that nobody should tell you that this visa is stopping on February 15 or February. That is not happening yet because the UK government has not said anything. It has not been reviewed by the people who are supposed to review it, and they've made a proposal to say, look, let's leave this job on the shortage occupation list permanently. There should be nothing like taking it off and putting it back, because these people are very, very important in the society. In fact, they've actually also said that they need to increase the salary of the carers and increase the minimum wage to at least 10.50, so that when the employers are paying them, they cannot pay them less than this amount. So there's an employer that will offer you £9 something, £9. So these people who review all these are like, no, let us pay these people more, because there's crisis in the UK. And for the job that these carers do, I've been there. When I came to the UK for 3 months before I got my PIN, I was working as a carer, and I know the work is really hard. So now they're actually trying to increase the salary minimum requirement, so that employers can pay carers more and they can earn more money while coming to work as a carer. As of today, there's no statement from the UK government, and I don't think they are going to take it off the list, because it is one part of health that is extremely important. When you talk about nurses, care assistants, doctors, they are very important. During COVID, they've been there. So you have nothing to worry about until the government says we are stopping it. I'm telling you right now, they have not stopped it. And so you have nothing to worry about. Just hope, and we'll just pray. But one thing I'm going to advise you is that if you have the opportunity to come to the UK and you want to come with these routes, now is the time. Don't wait until, maybe they will change their mind and then they'll come up with different excuses to stop this visa. But right now, it is still going on as of January. So if you have the opportunity, if you get the job, please remember to try to start applying now before the visa closes, even if it's going to close. And don't forget, this is not the only route. They are opening so many other routes. Every beginning of the year, they review immigration and they make different adjustments to how people can come to the UK. And in case you're wondering what the requirements are, the salary, the type of care assistant, I've made loads of videos like in the past year about all of these topics. In case you have your question, continue to drop your question in the comment section. If you're not cleared, let me know what you think is going to happen. Let me know if you are still able to get into the country. Let me know if you've just gotten into the country recently under this visa. And I'm sure so many people are still applying. Although it is reduced, it is not because the UK government has stopped it. It is just because I think the supply of staff is a lot, because they are coming in bulk. They're coming in hundreds. So that is the only reason why it's reduced. And I believe if this route can be left on the shortage occupation list for longer, everyone will be more relaxed, and then they will employ nicely and stop following all these back corners to get duped. And be careful, because there's so many scammers out there taking money, selling certificate of sponsorship, and deceiving you, to come and take a job that at the end of the day you may not be able to pay them back for all the bills. But just be very careful. But watch out that this visa is still very, 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 very valid, available. You can still apply, because I tried to apply like 1 minute before I started this video, and I was still allowed to click start. And I checked the name, I checked carers, and they are still on the shortage occupation list, because they are still very short in the UK. Okay, yes, I've told you what is going on. Please remember to like this video, subscribe. If you've not pressed the subscribe button, remember to share this video. Thank you so much for all your love and your support. I will see you in another video. Take care and good luck. Bye. How much, because we have some to help improve and help increase the life.